There's the moon. Beating the sun and meeting the moon. Pretty cool. I love waking up at these hours, you know, when it's early morning. Things are just kind of getting going. You know, I still wake up pretty early. You know, for a long time I was lifting there at 4 o'clock. I haven't done that in a while. I still wake up about between 4 and 5, depending on the day. And
in 1,000 feet, turn right onto Bulkley Road.
One of the reasons for the change, one of the reasons for me not training at that time was just, you know, bringing my son to school more often. And so getting back home and then bringing him to school was always a little bit of a pain. And you know, getting back from the gym and then, you know, getting him off to school was always kind of tough. So I just decided to stop going to the gym at that time and make sure I was there for him and my family and stuff like that. So that was part of the reason for the change. But anyway, heading off to get some work done, and then we have a podcast today. I have a meeting later today, and then not too much else, I don't think. I think I'm going to train some back later today. That's what's kind of on my mind, is to train some back. Might do some upper body, or I might do some chest as well. I might do them back and forth, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what the day brings me. I did make my coffee and protein, and I didn't forget to record it today. I'm pretty much out of milk and cream, so I'm going to go a few days without that. And this is one way that I manage the diet. Like when I run out of certain things, I just run out of it and I just stay out of it for a while. So, you know, I love having my yogurt and Slingshot protein at night, but that's a treat and it's extra calories and it makes my mind drift and wander because it is sweet, and I do like to finish off every night, almost every night, with something sweet. But if I'm being honest, it triggers a response for me to start to think about other foods that aren't on the diet. And so therefore, you know, by letting these things run out and not purchase them again for a little while, it allows me to stay a little bit more focused, a little more centralized on the kind of meat and potatoes of the diet, even though there's no potatoes in this diet. It allows me to focus on the main points of the diet. So anyway, maybe that's something that would help you. I do the same thing with cheese sometimes. Just let cheese, you know, whenever my cheese that I purchase, whenever it runs out, I stay out of it for a week or two, and I purchase it again, and, you know, bring it back in as a treat kind of deal, and kick it back out, and all that kind of stuff. And it's really been something that's helped me a lot, kind of lose weight in stages, and to stay on the diet for a longer period of time. That's what this is all about. Heading into Phil's Coffee, gonna check in over there. Probably actually gonna hit up Temple today as a little different thing. I go to Phil's so often that people know me over there, and then it's hard for me to get my work did, because people are always saying, "What's up?" which I appreciate, which is great. But you know, I got my headphones on, I'm sitting there writing, and then I think that people just think that I'm not working. But I am. Anyway, see what the day brings us.
Out of you. I mean, when you're under tension, things are popping, things are happening. Yeah, I think just doing a lower forearm flex like that. Look at that forearm. Look at that muscularity.
I can't even flex them.
I mean, you're full.
They're like stuck.
Nice. More of the same. That's bodybuilding. What are the other, your favorite side?
You want to back up a little bit? I mean,
There's enough room here, I think. Just give me a bicep shot.
it's hard for me to flex them. I've torn those suckers before, especially this guy. See how it's short at the end there?
Heavy power lifter. If you pulled over 600 pounds, you probably
Kind of has a split down the middle of it sometimes. But yeah, I feel good. This one's a little easier to flex, but I don't have much of a peak. What we're doing right here is a series, doing some lat pull downs right here, moving into these crossovers for the rear delts, keeping that X pattern right here. Let the arms really stretch across the body, 12 to 15, then boom, here. We're gonna start here, real strict. As that strictness starts to wear off, your strength starts to wear off, you can cheat them up. Here we go. There you go. There's a good shoulder burner right there with a little bit of lat twisted in there. Do that for 4 rounds. Strength is never weakness, weakness is never strength. Enjoy the workout. Got some of that Piedmontese ribeye cooking up. And over here, because I'm fat, I got something else cooking up. I got a burger, Piedmontese burger with some cheese on top. Cooking her up. Got a nice looking cheeseburger going here, sitting in a pile of fat and some ribeye, all chopped up, ready to go.